Brace yourself for incredible information that unveils the epic battle between the fearless Hadzabe tribe and the animal kingdom. Join us as we dive into this captivating footage, witnessing their astonishing encounters with many fierce baboons. So let's not waste a moment and delve into this thrilling video today to witness their extraordinary feats. So, it's about baboon hunting with the Hadzabe tribe. They leave for the forest early in the morning with various dogs to track baboons and hunt them. However, baboons are not an easy catch. Baboons in Africa. Baboons of the genus Papio are African monkeys known for their unique characteristics. These primates can weigh up to 130 pounds, although an average weight of 90 pounds is more common. They have long, dog-like muzzles and sharp canine teeth. Their fur is thick, except for the muzzle and buttocks, which have hard calluses that aid in sitting. Male baboons are larger than females and occupy a dominant position in their social structure, ensuring that only the alpha male breed. A group of baboons is referred to as a troop. Troop sizes can range from as few as 5 to as many as 250 animals, with an average size closer to 50. Male dominance within the troop is established through grunts, other vocalizations, and visual threats followed by aggressive fights. Much of the aggression among male African baboons stems from competition for females. Female baboons undergo a 6-month gestation period and give birth to young baboons with black fur, which lightens as they age. The young baboon is weaned after 1 year and reaches sexual maturity between 5 and 8 years. While females stay with the troop, the male baboon often leaves before reaching sexual maturity. When hunting baboons in Africa, rifle calibers are suitable for plains game. Calibers ranging from .243 to 300 Winchester Magnum, coupled with expanding bullets weighing 100 to 150 grains, are effective. A well-placed shot to the upper body usually brings down the baboon, as they are smaller animals and tend to drop with a center body shot. Baboons are considered a challenging adversary for hunters since they have keen senses. If they spot or hear you, they will emit loud alarm calls, causing other games in the area to flee rapidly. The typical shooting distance for hunting baboons in Africa ranges from 100 to 150 yards. Due to their skittish nature, it is crucial to sit quietly in the blind rather than attempting a stalk. Baboons will outpace a stalker, always staying out of range. They follow the same routes from their roosting sites to the feeding grounds, venturing in the morning and returning late afternoon. Setting up a blind along their path and patiently waiting for them to approach is a common strategy for hunting baboons. Hadza tribe hunting baboons. Preparation for the hunt. The Hadza people undertake a strategic approach when hunting baboons, starting with their preparation the evening before the hunt. They venture out to locate the baboons' dwelling areas and spend the night nearby, ensuring they are ready to begin the hunt at dawn. The Hadza employ their hunting techniques as the sun rises and the baboons awaken. They use bows and arrows as their primary tools for the hunt. The bows they use have a unique construction, being very rigid and incapable of being pulled back as far as European bows. The arrows they craft vary in design and purpose. Some arrows are simple, sharpened wooden points intended for hunting small mammals. Others are fitted with metal arrowheads, which the Hadza acquire through bartering with the Datoga, a neighboring group known for their blacksmithing skills. These metal arrowheads are primarily used for hunting baboons, the Hadza's favored food. Additionally, certain arrows feature metal tips coated with poison. These arrows are reserved for hunting larger prey like antelopes. Once injected into the animal, the poison takes effect within 15-20 minutes. After shooting the animal once or twice, the Hadza tracks it and then proceeds to field dress it, removing the portion of the animal that came into contact with the poison. One fascinating arrow design was crafted with sharpened shafts and attached corn cobs at the end. This unique design proves effective for hunting birds and small mammals. Instead of piercing the target, these arrows deliver a blunt blow, like a hammer, delivering a pummeling impact. The corn cob tip also increases the surface area of the arrow, enhancing the chances of a successful hit. Process of hunt. They begin their journey by walking through the wilderness, talking amongst themselves and planning their strategy. As they move forward, one of the hunters, equipped with baboon fur, quickly catches a bird. However, his arrow gets stuck in a tree. This is a common occurrence during Hadzabe hunts, and they deal with it by throwing rocks and sticks into the trees to free their precious arrows. Retrieving these arrows is a painstaking task, but crucial for their success. Before proceeding further, the group decides to quench their thirst. They find respite in the shade of a massive baobab tree with a hole in it. Interestingly, one of the Hadzabe hunters effortlessly climbs into the tree through the hole. They then resume their search and encounter a family of mongooses or mongooses, creating a ruckus with their screeches. Periodically, the hunters stop and listen attentively, staying alert to any potential signs of their quarry. During one such pause, a hunter discovers fresh dung from an eland, a large antelope known as a formidable creature in the forest. The eland is considered one of the most dangerous animals they encounter. Amidst the chaotic search, the hunters unintentionally get separated from each other. One of them uses a rock to hammer a large piece of wood, stripping its bark to pass the time. These pieces of wood will eventually be crafted into bows, essential tools for their hunting pursuits. Since they couldn't find any baboons, they decided to modify their plan and attempt an attack under the cover of darkness. Although they missed the eland, they returned to their camp with their newfound wood, honey, and mongoose supplies. Along the way, they occasionally encounter members of the Datuga tribe, who graze their cattle. These encounters threaten the Hadzabe as their land is encroached upon from various sides, causing many wild animals to flee. They had been eating ugali at breakfast, a staple food, as hunting for sustenance became increasingly challenging. With only around 1,500 Hadza people left on Earth, many have been forced to adapt to modern ways of life, abandoning their traditional practices. However, the passion for hunting still runs strong within their tribe. Suddenly, one of the hunters exclaims, "Oh my God, the baboons are getting closer! They're right over there!" Excitement fills the air as they realize their quarry is within reach. They pause to have lunch, preparing themselves for the upcoming hunt. As evening approaches, they gather together to plan their baboon attack. The Hadzabe traditionally do not employ dogs for hunting, preferring stealth and silence. Fearlessness is a prerequisite for participation, so only the bravest warriors from the group are selected to join the expedition. They remove their shoes to minimize noise, preparing for their nighttime raid on the baboon camp. The leader of the hunting group explains the strategy to the team. They will split into two groups, both moving silently toward the baboons. One group will act as a distraction, drawing the attention of the baboons, while the other group launches an attack from the opposite direction. After some time, they hear the distinct sounds of the baboons, which they liken to demons. They devise a plan to confuse the baboons by throwing stones and making noise. This will allow them to shoot the baboons from a higher vantage point. A whistle blows, signaling that the other group is in position. It's the cue to launch their attack. Climbing down a cliffside, they capture one baboon. Although it manages to escape, they plan to track it down in the morning after the poison from their arrows has taken effect. The following day, they set out with their dogs to locate the baboon they had shot with poisoned arrows the previous night. Together, they search for clues using their keen sense of smell and sharp eyes. Eventually, they discover signs and retrieve their arrows. However, they notice that one baboon is still alive. They give chase, following a familiar routine. With the help of the dogs, they successfully capture and secure the baboon. To assess its readiness for consumption, they use a knife to slice open the baboon's hindquarters and inspect for fat. This is a crucial step as they prefer the fatty parts, especially the baboon's ass, which holds a special significance in their culinary preferences. The men take charge of the killing and the initial cutting to determine the presence of fat in this specific area. The baboon's ass is highly valued and tops their menu for the day. Some dogs sustain injuries during the intense battle between the dogs and baboons. One of the hunters finds a snail shell and utilizes its contents as a natural antiseptic, relieving the wounded dogs. So, this is how the Hadzabe tribe fights the animal kingdom and survives. Comment below and subscribe for more.